of minimum wages on time for all workers, guarantee of appointment letters for the youth, guarantee of equal pay and respect for women workers, guarantee on social security for 40 crore workers, guarantee of gratuity for fixed term employees post 1 year, guarantee of free annual health checkups for workers above the age of 40, and guarantee of double wages for overtime work, 100% health security in hazardous sectors, and social justice for workers in line with international standards. Those are just some of the many measures which have been taken as per the new labor codes, and those are effective right off the bat. Who will it impact? Yes, it will impact a Zomato, which is an eternal. It will impact a Swiggy. It will impact an urban company. Everyone who is virtually working for the gig economy. Let's go across. Snehi is here with who it will impact and what that impact might actually mean, because some of those stocks, Snehi, may actually move.
Well, absolutely. If you take a look at these new labor codes that we've just received over the weekend, and let's decode the impact on gig workers, because a major amount of benefits that have come in will all be applicable to gig workers. Earlier, there was no legal definition of gig workers. Now they have been the definition has been formally recognized and defined under the law. So companies like Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, Ola, Urban Company, Flipkart, Zepto, from both the listed and unlisted space is going to be affected, and their workers are going to be affected on the back of these laws. Earlier there was zero mandatory social security. Now there is mandatory 1 to 2% of an amount that these companies have to keep from their top line aside to provide and guarantee all these social security benefits to their workers, and this is going to be capped at 5% of their overall top line. But yes, 1 to 2% is the mandatory amount, so at least that impact on the top line is a guaranteed minimum impact that we are going to be seeing across all the top lines of the listed companies. Earlier there was no minimum wage protection, and now that has come into play. National floor wage is at 783 rupees per day for unskilled laborers, so that is also a big thumbs up coming in from the government. Earlier there was no health insurance requirement. Now 5 lakh rupees per family annual health insurance under the Ayushman Bharat scheme has been implemented for gig workers and the overall economy as well. So health insurance names like ICICI Lombard, Bajaj Allianz, Star Health, Niva Bupa, it's going to be a positive for all of these companies. Now there was an invisibility of these gig workers in the tax and overall regulatory database. Now the eShram portal registration has become mandatory, and Aadhaar and UAN has also become mandatory for these workers. So positive in terms of visibility of their effort. And no formal grievance system existed earlier. A mandatory grievance redressal system exists now, so that is important to watch out for as well. Other than gig workers, if you take a look at the overall economy, like you were mentioning, the healthcare benefits for workers above 40 years of age, that has become compulsory, 1 annual free medical checkup. So diagnostic stocks like Dr. Pat Labs and some other names like Metropolis and Thyrocare will be in focus. And on the back of this, hospitals like Fortis, Apollo Hospitals, Max Health and KIMS will also be in focus. So these are just some of the top benefits that we've seen from the Labour Code that are going to be applicable for gig workers and the overall economy and the stocks that stand to be affected.
Snehi, thank you for that update.